Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to be looking at a tool that feels a lot like having a professional designer living right inside your computer. We're diving into Google Mixboard, a really cool experimental AI project from Google Labs that is totally changing how we brainstorm and create.
You ever have one of those moments you get a brilliant idea for a design, a t-shirt, a logo, but you just hit a wall because you're not a graphic designer? Well, what if you could turn simple text ideas into stunning visuals and even merchandise, like instantly? That's the big promise of Google Mixboard, and we're about to find out if it delivers.
So in this explainer, we're going to take a little journey through the creative process using Mixboard. We'll start with just that initial spark of an idea and follow it all the way to a full-fledged product line. We'll check out its features step by step, kind of like panels in a comic strip, to see how it can really transform your workflow.
Okay, first things first. Let's meet our new creative partner. What exactly is Google Mixboard, and how does it all work?
Think of it like this. It's a dynamic, limitless mood board. It's built on what's called an infinite canvas, which basically means you have this endless digital space to plan. Your ideas aren't stuck on one page. They can just keep growing in any direction. And you don't just pin ideas you find. The AI actually generates brand new concepts right in front of you. It's like having a real-time conversation with your own creativity.
All right, now let's see this thing in action. The whole process is incredibly intuitive, and we're going to break it down into a simple 3-step comic strip to show you just how easy it is to get started.
It really just boils down to these 3 simple steps. You type, the AI creates, and then you refine. So let's walk through a first comic panel and see how this powerful little trio works in practice.
So it all starts with just a little spark, an idea. We begin with a super simple text prompt, just telling the AI what's on our mind. No complicated jargon, no coding, just a straightforward request. Something like, create some cartoon animals on plain backgrounds. Easy enough, right?
And just like that, boom, the canvas fills up with a whole bunch of options. And you've got to notice the sheer variety here. You've got different illustration styles, different characters, all from that one simple request. This is the perfect launchpad for some serious visual brainstorming.
Now, from that big array of options, we can just pick our favorites and get rid of the rest. This lets us really quickly hone in on our creative direction and pretty much tell the AI, hey, this is the style I'm going for.
Okay, so let's see how this builds. Because curating ideas is one thing, but creating with them, that's where Mixboard's real power is. This is where it goes from just being a mood board to being a genuine creative partner.
So you've got 2 main ways to spark new ideas. You can keep prompting with just text, or you can select specific images right there on your canvas to act as a visual guide. It's kind of like telling the AI, okay, cool, now show me more animals in this exact style. It actually learns your taste as you go.
And this is where it gets really clever. You can select the different characters you've already generated and just ask Mixboard to combine them into a single brand new scene. I mean, this shows you perfectly how you can build these complex images piece by piece without ever having to leave the canvas.
But how does this all save you time and help you create actual, real-world products? This is, I think, the most exciting part, where that little creative spark becomes a real asset in just a matter of seconds.
Okay, so just imagine you have a single design idea for a t-shirt or a sticker or maybe a meme. It could be for your personal brand, a new business you're starting, or really just a funny thought you want to bring to life. Now check this out. This is the real game changer. Instead of spending hours manually creating a dozen different versions, we just give Mixboard a single prompt to generate versions for completely different niches. And just like that, in seconds, you have an entire product line ready to go. And notice, it doesn't just swap the text, it intelligently changes the graphics to match each profession. The gamer gets a controller, the mechanic gets wrenches. This is a massive time saver, and it requires 0 design skills. All you needed was that first idea.
So what does all this mean for you, for other creators, for pretty much anyone with an idea? Let's wrap up with the big picture and what this might mean for the future of creativity.
A tool like this really changes the creative workflow. It's not just about making pretty pictures, it's about rapid visual experimentation. It lets you generate and test countless variations for all kinds of different audiences totally effortlessly. You're saving hours of work, and you don't need any complex, expensive software.
At the end of the day, this isn't just about making images. It's really about democratizing creativity. It's about turning a thought that just pops into your head into a finished concept in minutes, empowering anyone to bring their ideas to life. And that leaves us with one very exciting question to think about. With the barriers to creation falling away, what will you build next?